Hi everyone and welcome to my channel, and those returning, it's great to see you back. If you're new here, my name is Pennie and I'm sharing my life as a mature student living here in Japan, studying, exploring and just enjoying this beautiful country. This week I thought I'd take you along as I recharge during the short break before my next round of university assignments start piling up again. It's been a wonderful full week of relaxing activities, catching up with a lovely ladies group, making some creative pottery in Tokoname, supermarket shopping, having coffee and study time with a subscriber, a hair appointment, and I'll also talk about my university studies and where I'm up to with my applied management degree, and a lovely surprise from my daughter. So make yourself comfortable and come along for the journey. Let's get going. One of the highlights this week was definitely a day trip out to Tokoname. If you've never heard of Tokoname, it's a small city on the Chiita Peninsula in Aichi Prefecture. It's actually quite famous for its ceramics. Some of the pottery pieces in the walls have a deeper meaning. Locals would place small ceramic figures like these, guardian dogs and lucky cats, as prayers for protection and recovery from illness. It's a beautiful reminder that these walls aren't just decoration. They hold the hopes and wishes of generations of people. This one is to stop smoking. Walking around the town, you can actually feel the deep heritage. It's one of my favourite things about Japan, how historical craft and daily life blend together so beautifully. There are pottery workshops, which we're going to go to, galleries, little cafes, and the famous Tokoname pottery footpath, which we are on at the moment. This is a walking route that takes you past old climbing kilns and walls made from discarded pottery pieces. Tokoname is actually one of Japan's 6 ancient kilns that have been producing ceramics for centuries. Tokoname has been active in pottery production since at least the Heian period. So we're talking more than 1,000 years of history. Isn't that incredible? The rainy season has really started. It is so humid and it's been raining for the last few days. It's something that I'm not used to coming from Christchurch in New Zealand. We don't have a humid season. It just rains sometimes and it gets pretty cold. And during the summer it gets hot. But yeah, we don't have this humid part of the summer. So that's pretty hard to get used to. What's the weather like in your neck of the woods? Is it humid? Do you get lots of rain? Or is it pretty dry? Let me know in the comments below. We've arrived at the Pottery Workshop. First of all, we pay, and it's 3,850 yen per piece, and then we go along and choose the type of bowl that we want to create. The tutor is explaining to us how we make the bowl. She's saying, watch out for your fingernails, don't mark the bowls. Cut out some pieces of clay and stick them onto the side of the bowls. So they do have stamps as well. And here I am getting my piece of clay.
How many do I want?
Let's just say it looked easier than what it was. It was quite tricky actually. I've got fingernail marks, challenging to do the stamping, but I'm pretty happy how it turned out. You actually got to choose the colour of the bowl as well. I'm going to go back and pick it up when it's ready, and it takes around a month and a half to get kilned. So I'm looking forward to the end product. All in all, it was actually quite a fun day. Now look at that rain. It was teeming down all night. This morning I headed to Lottie Hair Salon here in Nagoya to just refresh my look, get a trim and a hair colour. This place specialises in vivid hair colour, pinks, purples, bold pastels, and their expertise definitely shows. It looks like they practically do hair colour all the time, because everybody who was getting their hair done were getting their hair coloured. The stylists are so welcoming. We chatted through the process and I loved how it all turned out.
Let's reach. Let's reach.
Konnichiwa.
こんにちは。
久しぶりですね。お久しぶりです。
お久しぶりです。
ピンク。
Next, gray.
かわいい。あ、次グレーです。
さっきの。
ありがとう。ありがとう。Very happy with my hair. Gosh, they're such good hairdressers. So kind. They don't speak too much English, but we don't need too much English. Hair is hair, and they looks like they specialise in dyeing hair, because everyone is getting some sort of dye. So next time I said that I'll have the grey hair that this lady was having. So yeah, it's good. Today was such a contrast from yesterday, because it poured with rain all day yesterday, and today it was actually quite sunny. Fairly humid though, mind you. Isn't it lovely how they protect their trees? So that's been held up by poles. Must be quite weak with the heavy branches. So I'm off to meet a subscriber, and we're going to do a bit of study together. We're meeting at a cafe near Osu Cannon. I'm going to walk through Shiwakawa Park. This is one of Nagoya's lovely green spaces. It's right in the heart of the city, next to the Nagoya City Science Museum and the City Art Museum. There's lovely trees to get some shade from as well. And it's well known for its fountain and modern art sculptures. So this week, while I've been relaxing, I've also reflected on my last term results for my university papers. The degree I'm taking is a Bachelor of Applied Management, majoring in Occupational Health and Safety Management. I got an A for Introduction to Accounting, an A- for Business Communications, a B+ in Introduction to Project Management, and a B in Introduction to Quality Management. So I'm genuinely pleased with that. My next subjects are Research Methodology, Business Ethics and Corporate Social Responsibility, Occupational Health Strategic Management, and Occupational Safety Strategic Management. After these, I have one more set of papers before completing my degree. That's assuming I pass a course. So I'm studying online through a New Zealand polytechnic, and it has its ups and downs. It demands discipline, which sometimes I admit I lack. I have a tendency to rush assignments at the last minute, which isn't ideal, but I'm sure that most of us have been guilty with that. This term I've set up a desk calendar to clearly mark all my assignments, due dates and blackboard activities. It helps me keep track and avoid missing deadlines like I did last term. Luckily I got an extension, but lesson learned. The cafe's called Twilight Coffee, and I got here just before it opened, and I saw this huge queue, and I thought, oh my goodness, we won't be able to get in. But then I noticed that the queue was for a different shop. It was for a clothing shop, and the cafe was actually upstairs, and it turned out that I was first in the queue, because usually there's long lines coming into coffee places. The staff were really welcoming, and it had such a nice vibe to it as well. It was refreshing to have like a face-to-face conversation in English with someone. I've been so uptight with my Japanese study, and the coffee was absolutely delicious. We did do a little bit of Japanese study, but not too much, so there's always a next time. My next adventure or outing is going to the supermarket. It's always quite interesting to see the different prices and how they kind of fluctuate from supermarket to supermarket, and areas as well, because I was in Wakayama just recently and their farmers market had really cheap and reasonable vegetables for sale. So here we've got some plums, and they were $4.64 for a pack of 7 plums. Can't go past some kiwi fruit. That's $5.38 for a pack of 4. I feel that's a little bit expensive. What's the going price at the moment for kiwi fruit in New Zealand? Let me know in the comments below. It's nice to have some fruit. So we've got watermelon, and that is 430 yen. Get that? Okay, I've got our fruit. Now I need some eggs. Here are the eggs. I usually get 6 eggs, but I'm going to go for a dozen this time. That's $2.79 for a dozen eggs. That's a pretty good price. As the supermarket's going to be closing soon, they discount all their pre-made food. So that's 100 yen off the sushi, so that's $9.51. That's pretty good value. Having a look at the meat, I'm going to get some pork strips, and they're $4.95. So the total worked out to be 3,309 yen, which wasn't too bad because I got some meat and some drinks. So it's Sunday today, and I was just relaxing, and the doorbell went, and I got this parcel, and I was like, what on earth is this? I wasn't expecting anything. When I looked inside, I was just so delighted. I feel like I'm one lucky mother to have such a caring daughter. Pennie, love you so much. You're doing amazing. It's from my daughter. Oh. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. In my next video, I'm back having a look at some apartments, so hopefully there'll be some good news on the horizon. I do want to move before the new school term starts. I generally appreciate each and every one of you, so if you've enjoyed this video, please like, comment and subscribe for more of my adventures. And until next time, see ya!